right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real. I'm Tara.
And I'm Sheri.
And we are social workers talking about social work stuff, but for everybody, not just for therapists, not just for people who are in therapy, but for you too.
That's right.
Today I came up with and I couldn't tell you where this idea came from.
It's okay.
But there's definitely a curiosity there as I looked up my best friend Google to help me shape my ideas of this. But if you didn't figure it out from the title of the episode, why are secrets bad? So neither one of us are couples therapists, but I've been in couples therapy before.
Yes.
And one of the first things in the intake form is, are you okay with my no secrets policy?
Oh.
I don't know if you've ever seen that.
No.
But I've seen it in 2 different intakes where there's a no secrets policy where you don't use individual time with the couples therapist to divulge a secret that you do not want to talk about during couples therapy.
Oh,
so whether
goodness.
it's like,
don't be dropping a bomb in there is what they're saying. Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, shit. All right.
I mean, you could still use couples therapy as mediation. You can still use it as an opportunity to be like, this is something I've wanted to share. I just need a third person or an unbiased party to help me mediate this.
So the rule is not to have, that we can't have secrets. The rule is don't be dropping them here in session.
I guess so. It would be unrealistic to be like, you're not allowed to have secrets.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I'm like,
no,
wow,
that's a really good correction or clarification. Is the idea is that you should not be telling your therapist to keep secrets with you.
Oh, thank you. I like that. Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Don't be putting that burden on me, okay?
Fuck no.
And that's why
keep that shit over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I very rarely do I take on the husband and the wife.
Right. As
individuals. I mean, I do have some, but it's also an understanding that we both know. I've realized that so many people, you'd think that the other one would tell me a lie about what the other one just said. If they come in and they say exactly the same thing, I'm like, okay, good. You guys are really on the same page. That makes me so happy. I don't tell them that.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm always afraid that they're going to tell me something that I'm going to come in to the other session and be like, oh, wait, you didn't say that here. Oh, shit. That's why I don't do couples counseling with the people that I see individually yet, right?
Yeah.
But also it's hard to be like, oh, my God, you're such a this and your wife was so right. Oh, no. Or vice versa. Oh, girl, this is why your husband is this way, right?
Yeah.
In the other session. So that's hard.
I have a couple who are individual clients to me as well, and one was a client first, and then the other client really like appreciated what their partner was saying about my session style and all of that stuff, and I'm like, I'm open to it, but let me be very clear, I will so quickly refer you out. As soon as I don't know how to like align myself or share, not share, like as soon as it gets complicated for me, I'm out.
Well, it's funny because I've said this whole time over a year now that we've been doing this podcast that I refuse to do couples counseling.
Right.
But actually, I'm going to the Gottman level 1 training actually the end of this month. We just decided at the last minute, myself and another colleague.
I do like Gottman.
Yeah, I'm excited because I think, though, that will really help me more to bring in some of the things I already know. Like we talked about the 4 horsemen of divorce and all that, right? But really, when we talk about this idea of no secrets, I understand from the policy what you're saying is don't drop them here, right? Although I think maybe that's a good place to drop them. I mean, to be honest. But
No. It's not that you can't have them in session. It's don't tell me as your therapist on the side. And then be like, whatever you do, don't bring this up in session.
Right. Well, that happens with, that's why I don't see kids, right? Because the parents will tell you something. Oh, by the way, don't tell my kid I said that. What? How am I supposed to address that? Oh, you want me to address that, but you want me to don't want me to tell them that their mom said it? It's like, I'm not going to address it then. Because that's the same thing, same idea that I want to be secretive and I want to align with this person so that they will get my kid to do what I want them to do. It's the same thing with couples, right?
That's how you get fired by me.
Agreed. So that's why I think secrets among clients are terrible, right? In whatever area. But what about like in, regular life?
Secrets in general.
Secrets in general.
So there's based again on my Google University degree. You don't learn everything in grad school, okay?
Right. Well, I have a TikTok degree now. I'm working on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
TikTok Reels.
I have YouTube University. I have TikTok University. I am an educated.
Yeah. I turned in my Facebook University degree. I said, nah.
Oh, those
I'm
are
done with you.
unaccredited now.
Yeah, right. I took that
They
one
lost
away.
their accreditation.
They lost it for sure. Yeah.
Unless you want, like polar politics degrees that
right,
you could get
exactly.
that.
I'm not into poli sci.
You can get radical
yeah.
politics
for sure,
degrees
yes.
from Facebook. Anyway, so from what I understand, the reason why secrets are really not beneficial in general, even though we all have something. We all have like a smidge of something we just want to keep to ourselves, or only one person knows, whatever. Your business is your business. But the reason why secrets in particular aren't beneficial is because they invoke shame.
Yes.
So shame is one of those feelings that, from what research tells us, has zero benefits. It doesn't actually keep us in line like anxiety can keep us in line to some degree.
Right.
But shame just keeps us buried in a hole.
Exactly, right? And so if I say, why do you think people like in movies always get like they end up getting blackmailed? It's always they're scared of something that they did. Now, if I hold this secret so dear and I can't have my partner or my business partner or somebody in my life know about this, or I'm going to go to jail because of the secret, somebody's going to find out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe somebody does. And I guess it just depends on what the secret is, right?
Exactly.
And the more shame there is, the more likelihood I think that's going to come out, to be honest.
Right. Well, and then exactly that, because these secrets that are riddled with shame, the reason they're shameful is because they're not our typical selves. Like I'm thinking about the example for some reason I always think about is like infidelity, cheating, having an affair partner, and I can't tell my wife, I can't tell my husband, I can't tell my partner because this isn't who I am. This was just because of X, Y, and Z was happening. And those reasons can be valid. But you know what's not valid? Is keeping this shit from your partner when really you were trying to communicate something else.
Right, exactly. And then that gives the other partner a chance to make a decision whether they are okay with that.
Exactly.
Right? Because no matter what, that shit's going to eat up at you. It's going to eat away unless you're one of those people that doesn't care, right? And let's be honest, there's a lot of people who don't care.
Sure.
And they need some shame in their life. Sorry.
Bring
some shame back. No, I'm saying like, there's no shame in their game and they just don't care, right?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe shame is not the word I want, but like some understanding that that was wrong. Like I just shouldn't do it, right? They know that they're going to get in trouble or they're going to get a response they don't like, but they don't internally know that that's not okay. Right? That's something I don't want done to me.
Exactly. The golden rule broken all over the place.
Exactly.
I think this is also helping me reflect that when we keep secrets from a particular person, like we're trying to protect them for our own sake.
Exactly.
Right? We're robbing them of an opportunity to make a decision because we don't want to face the consequences of that decision.
I love that, right? We're robbing them from making a decision. Absolutely.
Yeah,
right.
I want to be fully informed. I'm a big Redditor, and I read all of these very dramatic stories.
Yes.
About this happened. I don't want my partner to know. It literally will never happen again. And I feel like there's a 50-50 split sometimes in the comments about don't tell them if they'll never know. And the other people are like, would you want to be in the dark about this? Like,
right. I don't want to find out when I'm getting divorced. I don't want to find out when my friend at dinner that I haven't seen in a year that says, you know what, I just want you to know I heard about this. I can't possibly be true, but I just wanted to let you know. And you're like, fuck, I didn't even know that was an issue. What? Right. Or you thought you trusted this person. And I think that's a big illusion too, right? So, in certain situations that we're going to trust this person, that they're never going to ever do anything wrong. And that's just not reality. Like we live in a world where we want somebody to be perfect, but we don't want people to make us be perfect.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Right? I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I expect you to be perfect. Right?
I expect you to be in a complete alliance with your own values all the time. Right. No other
Otherwise,
variables or factors. Exactly.
You're a hypocrite, right?
Exactly.
So I think that's another reason why people are afraid of secrets is because people will think that they're a hypocrite, right? If I'm, prime example, right? You have somebody who is a politician, right? And this is on the bad side, obviously, that this person is so pro family values. They're against the LGBTQ population, but they have a secret that they have a secret life with their man, and they have a secret life with young boys. Okay, terrible, right? But those are the ones who are the most shaming of the people who are doing exactly the same thing. Oh
yeah.
I'm not saying that's what happens in the LGBTQ community. I'm saying that's
but they're so outwards.
Right. They connect the two, but they're doing something worse. Correct. Right. Okay.
Correct.
So
talk about shame.
Right. That's some shame, right? So I'm gonna that's true shame. Like, I am totally a bad human being for what I'm doing, so I'm going to project that onto others.
That's exactly what it is.
Right. And so that's, for 10 years ago, projection was the word everybody was using, right? And now we're using so many others. But let's bring projection back for a second.
I love talking about projection and displacement.
Right.
All of those.
The blame displacement, right? And that's where secrets live. They live in that I don't want you to know this about me because then I can't say this bad about you.
Ooh. Yeah, now we're getting ahead of we're getting to the part where it's like, okay, if this is revealed, what's my defense?
Right. I can't, and a lot of times, like anything, so many times we're doing this in the back of our mind that we don't even realize that's why we're doing it or the game we're playing, right? But like a narcissist, because that's my favorite word. Somebody
couldn't get through the episode.
I couldn't. Right, and we're so big on the word gaslighting, right? But it all goes. It's the exact same thing, right? Gaslighting is projection, and it's saying, I'm telling you that I don't like when you do X, Y, Z, but I am doing it myself. I literally just did it 3 seconds ago, and now I'm going to tell you how fucking dare you. You did it.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, when I leave the house, don't be bringing around other little boys to hang out with or whatever. Even though
you're leaving the house to go somebody.
But as soon as you leave the house,
yes,
we got all of his little friends coming in. Yeah, that's
right. So I think secrets is all about so many different things, right? So that, right? Plus it's so shame. Plus it's about if nobody knows, I won't get caught, and therefore I can't be a bad person if nobody else knows it. Again, shame. There's nothing wrong with it, and so therefore it's not even an issue. Why is that an issue, right? I was doing this and I did this and that was a part of my life, so screw you, you don't need to know about that. Okay, but is that really a secret, or is that just a part of your life that wasn't necessary to divulge?
So this goes into my other question. When some people just feel like the pressure of secrets, right? Like, I gotta let this out. This is eating me alive. And unburdening your secrets onto somebody for your own betterment.
And who is that helping?
It's selfish.
It is.
It's selfish. So now we're getting into these confounding and conflating variables so listener, if you're like, this is making you itchy and you're like,
something's telling you. Yeah.
Well, just ask yourself, are you keeping a secret to rob somebody of a decision where you have to face the consequences? Or are you feeling the urge to reveal a secret to unburden yourself, but it'll hurt people?
Right. And is the secret pertaining to them in the first place?
Exactly.
Right. Is this something I did in a previous relationship that I don't need to tell you because now you're going to think of me badly, or you're going to wonder? Because that's what I've had. I've had clients that come to me specifically because their problem is with their partner that they were drunk one night and they started sharing secrets about past relationships. And one said, yeah, I've had affairs in the past.
Yeah.
And, but I would never do that again, or I would never do that with you. So now all they think about is, oh my God, this person I thought was amazing.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Right. So that's all I can think about is if she's home 10 minutes late, where's she been? Right. Like if she's running late for work or constantly worried about whether she's lying or if she's a bad person, or, oh God, I picked another person like that.
Oh, yeah. For the record, I don't believe once a cheater, always a cheater.
Right. But that's the mentality that we think of, right? I mean, we can all, again, that's why we don't tell secrets, is because we think people are going to label us as that kind of person.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Exactly. So who does this hurt? Who does this harm?
Right. What do we? It's like forgive me, the white lie, right? Like, I'm not gonna tell you that a white lie would be like, I hate your hair today.
Yeah.
I mean, not a white lie. That's the truth. Oh, your hair looks so amazing. In the back, you're going, what the hell did you do? Right. So we're not selling our truth because to us that's the truth. That doesn't mean that is a truth. I'm not lying to you that I think that your hair looks great. Just that wasn't really what I was trying to put my attention to because it really wasn't great, right?
Yeah.
By the way, your hair looks perfect.
I was really waiting for the ball to drop there at the end of our session today.
Right. But it's like, what is the lie versus what is the truth? What is the just my perception versus someone else? Not the same as a secret.
It's not. No, it's not. Because we're also not going to hide behind that stupid fucking facade of I'm just an honest person. Like,
I have to say my truth.
Shove it. Honestly.
I have to share my truth with the world. I don't give a fuck about your truth. Let's be honest. Okay?
Create a YouTube channel, wipe your hands of it, call it a day. I'll subscribe if that's what I believe too.
Agreed. And that's fine. Keep your truth. I get it. But if your truth is going to hurt me, I don't want to hear it. But
no.
The idea is if I did something when I was 19 and I'm 40 and I meet you, do I need to share that?
Yeah.
And I guess it depends.
Sorry, I wasn't saying yes, you do, but
yeah, I mean it depends, right? Do I need to tell you that I was in rehab for a year? Maybe that's important.
Maybe.
Why is it important?
But that's a good
because you're drinking a cocktail with me right now. That's important for me to know. Important. If you have like all these crazy things that have happened in your life and you have major trauma and you have all this stuff and you didn't tell me that until we're in the middle of a massive fight 3 years in. Or 4 years in, or whatever. Why are you just now sharing that with me?
Yeah.
But that's not a secret. That's a life situation that may have been nice to share with your partner, right? Of understanding, right?
Maybe an example of I feel like I'm being so dramatic these days, but you're getting ready to sign a mortgage with your partner, and you pay child support, but they have no idea
that you even have a child.
Correct.
Well, damn, that's a Maury Povich shit right there.
It is because the truth will be found.
Amen, right?
Absolutely, it will be found. And most of the time, if you are legally married, even if you're the only one buying a house, you will probably have to divulge your spouse's financial information as well.
Right.
Don't be sneaky out there. That's
what I'm saying.
Weird
People
behavior.
Find out things, right? Like
women.
We're just going to go to the women's intuition. And I know that everybody will say, oh, it's just because Sheri says, women are better than men. I don't say that. Well, maybe not always. Anyway.
Not loud.
Not loud. Anyway, but what I'm saying is that women, we get shit. We pay attention to shit. We may not be observant to everything, but we're very observant to body language, words, images, things that
we're more sensitive to these things
that are loud, but you're not paying attention to.
Correct.
Right? We're talking about a population of people like my son. We're just going to use my son as an example. I have 2 boys, and I'm constantly telling them, use your female part of your brain to find what the hell is you're looking for. Okay? So if they can't find the ketchup that's behind 3 bottles of something else in the refrigerator, how are they going to pay attention to the damn secret?
Right.
They don't even know what the hell's happening. Sorry. But intuition, if it's screaming at you that something's happened, hey, why don't you ask? Ask. But if she doesn't ask, or if she asks and you lie, she is going to find out.
Yes.
We are investigators at heart, and we're going to find out.
If I'm asking you a question, chances are I already know the answer.
Exactly.
I probably already know the answer.
Exactly. You think you are holding something, holding the cards tight to your vest. No, you are not. You're not.
Not as much as you think. But anyway, secrets are no fun.
Yeah.
Secrets hurt someone.
I like that.
Have
Say
you
that
never
again.
heard that?
Say that again. No,
You've
I
never
like
heard
it.
that one?
No.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's true, right? And figuring out what's a secret. Again, what is something that I'm holding for the purpose of that's just my story, my life? That's not a secret.
Yeah, my mental health journey doesn't have to be your business. That is not a secret.
Agreed.
That is
it's
just
something that maybe as a couple we should learn that about each other. That's a different story. That's not.
But I don't need to divulge every therapist name I've ever had. Like those aren't secrets. Those are details.
And those are things that we don't divulge on the first date. Okay. For when we start doing our app, our dating apps, please don't talk to your person specifically about what mental health situation you just came out of.
We'll
maybe not the time.
You know, when you're on dating apps and you start, like, you put out cuss words, sometimes it'll let you know, like, we notice that there is some language. If we see the word trauma, if someone writes the word trauma, we're just going to check in. Be like, are you using this appropriately?
Yeah. Please don't put this here.
Please.
Not
this
the place.
This is not the appropriate platform for that.
Right.
We will celebrate your 6-month anniversary where you guys can share trauma history.
Exactly. There you go. If that's what it takes, we'll discuss it later. Anyway, but secrets specifically, I don't know. I'm in the witness protection program. Maybe you're not allowed to share that. I don't know.
You would know if you could or not.
Yes.
If you were in it.
Yeah.
But we don't want to get too knocked down with splitting hairs, right?
Right.
Because a true narcissist can turn anything into whatever, right? They can meld all the meanings and whatever. Like, those are details. You didn't need to know the name of that girl that I hooked up with while we were getting back together. Like, bitch.
The night before our wedding, right? Whatever it was, right?
So
that's none of your damn business.
Yeah. So y'all shouldn't be listening to this podcast anyway if that's what you're doing. Get out of here. We're going to be exclusionary there.
Right. We're going to take that sect of the population, which actually is a lot more than we all realize, but we're going to take that sect of the population out because they are not behaving like normal humans. So that behavior, if they're doing that has nothing to do with secrets or anything else. That's just major dysfunction.
You just being a moron and an asshole. Clinically.
Yes, clinically.
But secrets that, we're bartering with ourselves. We're considering what's worth sharing, what's not worth sharing. We're talking a lot about partners today, but I started with couples counseling, so it makes sense why I would. But with friends, with parents, with
right. And why do we choose to not tell our friends something like a secret? Why? Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Well, that's the question that we're posing to everybody. Something heavy on your heart. Why? Right. Is it because, I'll just round it right back out. Is it because you want to protect somebody who should have the choice to protect themselves?
Right.
Or is it just something within you?
Right. Is it my secret to share in the first place?
There we go.
Right.
Oh, that's such a good question. Don't be gossiping out here. That's weirdo behavior too. Don't do that.
Right. Right. I have a group of friends we've been friends with for 4 years. I mean, there's 4 of us and we've been friends 4 years, like 30 something years. It may even be 40 at this point. I don't know. But we gossip amongst ourselves of the 4 of us, right? I figure in my world, if I tell one, it's going to get to the 4th by the time we're done, right? That's just understandable, right? But if I was comfortable enough to tell number 1 of the 4, I'm comfortable enough to tell all 4.
That makes sense. Right? That sounds like there's an understanding there with you guys.
Right. So I just expect that's going to happen. And if I don't expect that, I'm not going to say it. Right. I'm just surely not going to point it out. It's not going to come out of my mouth because I know that's going to happen. Right. Mm-hmm. So, but the idea is, it's to me, again, back to that idea of shame. Like, if I'm so embarrassed to tell my friend my secret, it's not coming out of my mouth. Right. So if I have a partner that I'm so embarrassed to tell them about what my partner did, then that tells me that I'm ashamed of my partner or my relationship with my partner. Right.
Yeah.
So secrets come in all kinds of ways, but I'm not a secret keeper. So of my own, right? I'm a open book.
Yeah, that's true.
Literally right here on the air,
on air, yeah.
Right to you guys, I'll say anything, but so that's why it's hard for me. Like when you watch a movie and you see people holding like these crazy secrets, and you're like, everybody knows, you idiot, right?
It's so uncomfortable to watch, right?
Right.
Yeah, they say that the average person has about 12 secrets. So I need to dive a little bit deper into that research and be like, what kind of secrets are these? Like, am I keeping something that I didn't know was a secret?
Well, exactly. and yeah, exactly. What kind of secrets are we talking about here? And why aren't you sharing them? I mean, there's certain things in my life that different stages people know versus others. Why do I need to go back and share other things? But I guess that's, that decides what do I think about myself.
These are the self-reflection tools that we're bringing out. Because, we never claim to have all the answers. We're just bringing up topics to be like, well, what if? What about this? So, what about secrets, you guys?
Yeah. What kind of dirty secrets do you have? I mean,
oh, my gosh.
What kind of bad secrets do you have? Yeah.
We need to have, like, a Dear Abby section on this show.
For sure. Like I hear on the radio, I listen to a station where people will send in, it's kind of like that idea of, am I an ass for feeling this way, right? Or acting this way. But the same idea of, should I share this? Is it appropriate? Does it make sense? Who am I? Am I trying to make myself feel better by getting this off my chest and it just hurts somebody instead?
I would have a hard time responding to those because I have so many questions. Like what you just started with, well, what's what are you holding on to this for? Who is this for? All those things. It's hard to hear that one-sided, but that would be really interesting. Yeah. I'd be down. So another call out to send us your secrets.
Send us your secrets. Yeah.
Send them. We'll read them out loud on air. No.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
We'll try to keep them. Not really. Sorry. Don't ask me to keep your secrets. Just share us.
I have a no secrets therapy policy. I'm not a therapist to keep secrets.
No, don't ask me to do that, right? We're confidentiality versus secrets, right? Like, don't ask me to hold one thing versus another, and that's really hard. That's exactly why couples counseling would not work because of that, right?
You're right.
It's already a power and control dynamic there that's messed up.
Gosh,
when you do that, so.
Well, I can't wait to hear these secrets for those of y'all brave enough to share them with us. We'll find a way to make it anonymous, I suppose. We'll do a Google form. My favorite. But you guys know where to find us in the show notes.
Yes.
Like, follow, subscribe. Give us 5 stars on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, all the podcast platforms, please and thank you. New logo coming out. Well, this episode's coming out a little bit later than we're recording it, so it might come out sooner.
All right, but look for our new logo.
So this could be the first episode with our logo. Who knows? Because we're recording it
because
today.
It's not a secret. We're putting it out there, right? It's not a secret.
Who knows?
We're excited about it. Check us out and share with others.
Yes. Share this episode or a episode with 5 people, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.